Are Freen and Becky just friends, or is there more to their story than meets the eye? For years, fan theories have swirled, painting vivid pictures of their relationship. But what if everything you thought you knew was built more on edits than evidence? You've seen the clips, read the fanfics, and probably debated it in your group chat. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on the most persistent theories and comparing them with what's actually public, so we can separate speculation from what's genuinely plausible. Stick around, because in a moment we'll also talk about the simple brain trick that makes us see clues everywhere, even when none exist. Before we dive in, this comes from a place of respect for both Freen Sarocha and Becky Armstrong. Their personal lives are their own. Our goal is to unpack how fandom culture works, how the entertainment industry shapes narratives, and why so many of us get swept up in it, without crossing lines. If you've been anywhere near stan spaces, you already know the greatest hits. Theories often start with small details, matching rings or bracelets that show up in separate posts, similar captions or emojis that feel like secret messages, a soft glance at a fan meet, a protective gesture during a crowded event, or a travel timeline that seems to overlap just a little too perfectly. Add in the same background debates from photos, the same playlist coincidences, and the way certain edits slow down a smile or loop a touch, and suddenly a normal interaction transforms into proof. One spark for all this was their on-screen chemistry in the GL drama Gap, the series, which launched their pairing into massive popularity. Chemistry plus edits plus algorithm equals a fan theory avalanche. Here's where context matters. Many of the moments that look romantic in isolation are part of planned interactions, stage games, Q&A prompts, and fan service, a long-standing part of BL/GL culture designed to delight fans and boost engagement. Holding hands for a challenge, sharing a playful look for the camera, or coordinating an outfit theme for a promo appearance are all part of the job. On camera, that reads as intimate. Off camera, it's professionalism meeting performance. When two people are charismatic and comfortable, the line between performance and personal warmth gets blurry fast. There's another layer a lot of international fans miss: language and cultural nuance. A phrase that sounds like a confession when translated loosely into English might be a common friendly expression in Thai. Without full context or reliable translations, the meaning drifts and theories multiply. What looks like a signal can be nothing more than a sweet, culturally normal way of speaking. What about official word? As of the latest public information, there hasn't been a confirmed statement that they're a romantic couple. In interviews and events, they consistently show appreciation for each other, emphasize teamwork, and set gentle boundaries around private life. That doesn't deny closeness. It just reminds us that not everything needs to be public. Also, be careful with timelines. Overlapping travels often line up with work obligations, fan meetings, shoots, brand events, press tours. When your schedules are synced, your posts and locations can be too. The rhythm of showbiz can look like a coded message when it's really just logistics. Okay, quick brain hack time. And this is where so many theories take off. Confirmation bias. Once you believe a narrative, your brain starts collecting every detail that supports it and quietly ignores what doesn't. See a ring? It's a couple ring. Hear a lyric? It's a hidden message. Notice a similar wall color? Same place. Humans are pattern finders by design. It's how we make sense of the world. Add the internet's algorithm, which boosts emotional, shippable moments, and your feed turns into an echo chamber of evidence. When you catch yourself spiraling, zoom out. Ask, what else could this be? 9 times out of 10, there's a simple, non-romantic explanation that's equally plausible. Now let's step behind the curtain for the reality of their professional lives. Actors at their level juggle intense schedules, early call times, rehearsals, workshops, media tours, live events, flights across time zones, brand shoots, and constant content to keep engagement strong. They're media trained to maintain warmth, protect boundaries, and deliver moments that make fans feel seen. When you spend that much time as a duo, genuine comfort grows. That comfort is valuable. It's what makes interviews effortless and performances magnetic. But it can also be misread as a personal confession. Remember, there's a whole team, managers, publicists, brand partners, curating what you see. Coordinated posts, complementary styling, and synchronized appearances are often strategic, not secretive. So why do we invest so deeply in this ship? Because representation matters. GL stories are still building mainstream space, and seeing two women lead a romance on screen is powerful. It's natural to want that magic to be real. Parasocial bonds play a role too. When you watch hours of lives, interviews, and fan meetings, you feel like you know them. You root for them, you protect them, and sometimes you project your own hopes onto them. Our brains also love narrative closure. The will they, won't they arc is addictive, and hunting for clues is thrilling. There's a community component as well. Shipping gives fans a shared language. Edits, theories, fan art, inside jokes. And yes, the industry is designed to encourage pairing identities because they drive engagement, sales, and opportunities. None of this makes your feelings less valid. It just explains why the emotional pull is so strong. Here's the reality check we can hold with care. Speculation can be fun until it isn't. When it slides into invasive territory, tracking locations, pressuring for labels, interpreting every silence as a statement, it can create stress, invite harassment, and overshadow their craft. It reduces complex, hardworking people to a single question they may not want to answer publicly. The healthiest stance is simple. Appreciate the chemistry, enjoy the fantasy, and respect the boundary between story and real life. And honestly, whether they're just friends or something more doesn't change what they've already given us. Memorable performances, comfort during tough days, and a brighter spotlight on GL narratives. If they ever choose to share more, it will be on their own terms, in their own time. Until then, the kindest thing we can do is support their work, lift up their projects, and shut down invasive behavior when we see it. I want to hear from you, respectfully. What's a fan theory you used to believe, and what made you rethink it? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If you're into balanced, thoughtful conversations about fandom, media literacy, and the stories we love, tap like, subscribe, and hit the bell.